Do your platelets look like this? Are you looking for a simple breakthrough method that will not only restore your low platelets to normal, but will do so without any invasive surgery or prescription drugs? Hello, I'm Louis Cruz, an alternative health professional with 28 years experience helping people recover their health naturally. Stick with me, because I'm going to show you how to conquer low platelets, also known as idiopathic thrombocytopenia purpura or immune thrombocytopenia, naturally and inexpensively. I know how it feels to see a loved one end up in the hospital every month because of low platelets. My brother was the first in the family to be diagnosed with low platelets. Years later, my mother was also found to have the disease. I remember all the medications my brother had to take. I remember him getting so fat he looked deformed. His face would get round like a moon. We were young then and we didn't understand all the implications of the disease. But it certainly wasn't easy for my mother, who was trying to raise her children as a single parent. I still can recall my mother's suffering eyes, having to run continuously to the hospital in fear that my brother would bleed to death. My brother had to be continuously on steroids and following drastic procedures that really never got rid of the problem. God bless those doctors that were trying to help my brother, but he still kept getting sick every month of his life. He couldn't live a normal life. Missing school all the time, never having time to be with friends because of always being sick, always watching for signs that he was bleeding to death because of low platelets. All this was very scary indeed. You might be feeling overwhelmed at this very moment too, but I have good news for you. There is a 100% all-natural alternative to steroids, mounting hospital bills, or the worst, a complete splenectomy. You can increase low platelets naturally. That's right. There are natural alternatives that can prevent your platelets from dropping under normal levels without having to take strong drugs or perform surgery. You can totally prevent this if you only follow the instructions in my guide. I'll show you exactly how you can stop the body from destroying those platelets based on what I learned from helping my brother. He was first diagnosed with low platelets due to ITP after a fall in the school gym. Apparently the condition was already in his body, but this fall was the factor that helped the doctors find it. At the time, he was put on steroids to increase his platelet levels. The condition came under control, but he was never completely well. My brother's whole life became a constant round of short periods of remission, alternated by short periods in the hospital. The prednisone he was on wasn't working. He was more in the hospital than out. His platelets were constantly decreasing. So the doctor decided that due to the persistent low platelets, his spleen needed to come out. After the surgery, the condition got a little better. There were fewer moments with low platelets, but the problem still continued. My brother also suffered two of the most severe side effects from the splenectomy. He acquired the Haemophilus influenzae infection that almost led to his death. As a result of this, he developed blood poisoning, which somehow affected the circulation of his blood to his extremities. Most of his fingers and toes were amputated. Another side effect that came as a result of the surgical removal of the spleen was that his platelets soared sky high. First, the platelets were too low, but now they were too high. First, he was at risk of bleeding to death, and now he was at risk of death due to blood clots that could end up in a stroke or heart attack. That's when I started doing my own research. The internet didn't exist yet, so I spent time in the library researching books, going to bookstores that talked about the use of herbs and natural remedies. I was looking for anything in nature that might help my brother in some way, and also my mother, who was found to have the same condition years after. Finally, I found a combination of herbs and vitamins that I decided to try because they had similar properties in the body to steroids. They were not originally intended for low platelets, but because of these steroid properties, I thought they would probably help. Later on, I discovered that science had confirmed that these herbs and vitamins help the body by increasing platelets, decreasing their destruction, increasing the survival of platelets in the blood. In fact, these herbs I teach you about in my guide helped his body to such an extent that medical steroids could gradually be discontinued completely. It worked, and wow did it work. The next time my brother's platelets went low, we decided to try these herbs and vitamins. In just a few days, his bruises, red spots, and bleeding gums started to disappear. His platelets were back to normal, and he was feeling better than ever. He was so happy because it was the first time he did not have to end up in the hospital for 2 weeks. When my mother's platelets hit rock bottom, she also took the same herbs and vitamins and had the same response. She was doing great in less than a week. My brother and mother Haven't had low platelets for many years. My brother has his life back and has not ended up in the hospital anymore. Now I'd like to share this valuable information about how to counteract low platelets with you. You can conquer and stop low platelets with this breakthrough guide. I'll show you step by step what I did to help my family restore their health. This is what you will learn from my guide. The 2 herbs that can help bring up your platelets. The 2 vitamins needed to keep those platelets from dropping. What foods may cause your platelets to drop? How science has confirmed the benefits of these herbs in their use with low platelets. Why your doctor may not know about these natural alternatives and how you can assist him in helping you. Different tests that naturopathic doctors do to determine your real state of health that may reverse the course of your disease drastically. Understanding some of the reasons people develop low platelets. Discover how your digestive tract may be the culprit to your low platelet level problems. Learn why your immune system is attacking your platelets and how to calm it down. Learn what over-the-counter medications to stay away from if you have low platelets. How you can restore your health so you don't need any more dangerous and costly drugs. How you can finally live a life free from steroids and drastic medications. Get your life back and stop those $900 to $3,000 per day hospital stays. How you can prevent the most drastic step of all, a $16,000 plus splenectomy with its complications and serious side effects, and much, much more. Here's what a couple of my satisfied customers have to say after reading and using my guide. I conquered my low platelets. Since I was 7 years old, I have this condition of low platelets. The doctor told my mother that they have to remove my spleen, so they did. Without my spleen, I was still getting ITP. With the information in this guide and the natural remedies it teaches, I finally have them under control and I have my life back. Thank you so much. I will always be grateful. Jose B. from Puerto Rico. Sandra says, your book is worth every penny. Great stuff. Just consider for a moment what it would cost you to get this kind of knowledge directly from a health professional, assuming you can find one who has the knowledge in the first place. A single-hour consultation will run you $150 or more. My professional time is valued at $60 per 15-minute consultation. At this rate, it would cost you at least $480 to have me personally explain everything I've included in this instant access guide. But don't worry, I won't ask $450. Even though the information is worth that much and more, I know many would not be able to afford it. I could just slash the price to as little as $150, the average price of a 1-hour consultation. That would be a great deal. But I know $150 would still shut a lot of people out. I could ask $97, and I'm sure you'd agree that $97 would be a very fair price for freedom from this horrible disease. But this really isn't about the money. It's about helping you recover your health at the very lowest price possible. And to prove it, I'm not only going to slash the price way below $97, I'm going to throw in a couple of valuable bonuses absolutely free. Bonus number 1 is my ebook, Conquer Urinary Tract Infection. This book is a complete guide that will teach you how to conquer chronic urinary tract infections. It's 38 pages packed with information. How to cure urinary tract infections with one herbal remedy. And no, it's not cranberry juice or D-mannose. An explanation of these is included for preventative measures. But for healing, you really need something stronger. This is not a scrape-down bonus. I charge $47 for this ebook and its official website. Today, it's yours absolutely free with your purchase of Conquer Low Platelets. Bonus number 2 is Mike Geary's Insider Secrets for a Lean Body. This ebook will teach you secrets to having a lean body. Learn the training and nutritional strategies you need to lose weight and stay healthy. Some of the things you will learn are what type of cardio is actually bad for you, 15 top fat blasting workouts, myths about dietary fats, should you use nutritional supplements, what to do if you're forced to eat junk food. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It's 65 pages packed with information, valued at $17.95. It's yours totally free today when you purchase your copy of Conquer Low Platelets. These 2 free bonuses are a total value of $64.95. But I'm going to give you all 3 books, my Conquer Low Platelets Guide, the Conquer Urinary Tract Infection, and the Insider Secrets for a lean body bonus ebooks for less than the value of the 2 bonuses. But in order for me to virtually give away such valuable knowledge, I need a commitment from you. I can show you the way to conquer low platelets naturally, safely, and inexpensively through this guide. But it will still depend on you to make it happen. It takes work to restore a broken body to health, but it also takes knowledge and a proven system you can follow, or else all your hard work will be in vain. So let's make a deal. I'll provide you with the proven system, a simple step-by-step guide. You provide the determination to get well and a will to work the plan until you see the results you can have if you're faithful. So if you'll agree to do your part, I'll slash the price of my instantly downloadable ebook from the true value of $480 or more all the way down to just $47. That includes the 2 bonus ebooks valued at $64.95 and my no questions asked 60-day money-back guarantee. How much are you paying today for hospital visits, skyrocketing insurance premiums, and prescription treatments for your ITP? One hospital stay alone could rack up costs well into the thousands of dollars. Fortunately, you can be on the road to recovery by getting instant access to the Conquer Low Platelets Guide for just $47. That's a drop in the bucket compared to the expense, not to mention the side effects, of prescription drugs alone. But you'll have to act fast. I may change my mind and decide to raise this giveaway price without notice. So act now. Start your path to health like my family and many others have done. Download this guide immediately and start reaping the benefits today. Just click the button below to download your copy now.